All right, so a few of you asked me about dragon lines after that last video. So what are dragon lines? What are ley lines? What's the difference? So if ley lines are the nervous system of the earth and dragon lines are the energy meridians of the earth, typically spoken about in traditional Chinese medicine, acupuncture, reflexology, that kind of realm of holistic practice, there are similarities between the two, but there is also distinct differences. So ley lines are more structured. They are the foundational pieces in the structural backbone of not only the earth in the electromagnetic field, but the energetic field as well. Well, when we talk about the crystalline grid, what's happening is as the earth is transitioning into a higher consciousness and a higher vibrational form, we're moving from an electromagnetic grid into a crystalline grid. So that's that transition that's happening. But in this current paradigm, what we are experiencing is the electromagnetic grid that we can interact with in the form of ley lines. So again, it's very structured. They intersect in very consistent ways across the grid. And just like the nervous system, ley lines are connected to Earth's chakra points. So if you know anything about the nervous system, there are actually nerve bundles that innervate at each of our chakra points, which means that they are literal energy centers within the body. It's not just some metaphysical concept. These are actual locations within the physical body that hold extra energy. So ley lines have convergent zones where Earth chakra points exist. So there are chakra points across the world. Of course, there are, just like our body, our vessel, our energy field has more than just the classic 7 chakras. There's minor chakras as well. There's more than just 7 chakra sites on the planet. There are not lesser, but sites that have less convergence, but are still significant in terms of portal location and place where energy can be activated and transmitted from, where there is ease of access between you and higher vibrational frequency, or the earth and higher vibrational frequency in those locations. How is this related to dragon lines? So if ley lines are the nervous system, dragon lines are the energy meridians. Dragon lines are much more fluid. They flow. They don't have a direct course of action. The way that they've been described to me is that, first of all, they have to intersect with at least 2 energy convergence points. There are dragon lines that are associated with each system, just like how in traditional Chinese medicine, certain meridians are associated with the lungs, digestion, kidneys. It's the same, it's just reflected in the earth. So there are certain dragon or serpent lines is the other name for it, that converge with the energy convergence points, or the ley line points that hold that frequency. And basically the function of dragon lines is distributing the frequencies that they are accessing through these access points into other areas of the system so that it flows better. And so it is very fluid, it's flowing, it changes. It's actually not consistent, it changes, but it will change based on what is needed within the system or the field. And so if there is certain energies that are needed in one part of the system that another part of the system has, it'll shift and flow so that it can distribute that frequency throughout that system better. It does, just like energy meridians follow certain nerve bundles, or follow the nervous system within the human body, the dragon lines also do that. So it's not a complete following, but it is consistent in that these points and these different kinds of energy holders interact with one another and can be symbiotically in relationship with one another. So there's just different ways to look at, again, this as above, so below concept that we have with the human body and the earth. And, you know, as earth is really getting shaken up, like physical health this year has been one of the biggest topics that I've seen come up within the collective as well. The underlying health issues, or the underlying toxicity, or the underlying density that's been held within the physical vessel is what is coming to the surface. And so these are additional tools that we can utilize as we move forward. So it's like, which systems need assistance? Can we work with, you know, the dragon lines within ourselves? Can we work with the ley lines within ourselves? As well as like removing density and toxicity on a physical level, not just an energetic level. However, everything starts in the energetic. So it's oftentimes easier to release some of the stuff that's existing on a physical level when we're doing the work on the energetic level first. So that's my message for today. I love you all. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day.